Ladies and gents, transport enthusiasts, welcome back to Transport Inc. That's right, my name, of course, is Orbital Potato, and we're jumping right back into things. Okay, so last episode, things went very, very well. I mean, we are currently leading the pack. We're leading our competitors, which is very, very nice. We got ourselves a lovely train operating license, which is quite exciting. Thank you, as ever, for all of the comments on the last video. A very, very astute observer noticed that El Paso to Kansas City has actually got 1,000 bits of cargo sitting around ready to be transported. So, I mean, it seems only right. It seems only right that I see if I can try and get a route between El Paso and Kansas City. There we go. It actually goes through states that we don't have licenses to operate in yet, but that's okay. That's not necessarily a problem. Either way, that's quite a lot of money to make. It's quite a lot of money to make, and I'm quite optimistic that we're going to be able to make a pretty big amount of money from it. I'm going to make a survey here, which is going to cost me 54,000 bucks. Means that we need to send a train at least 200 miles an hour. Is that possible? Ooh, yikes. It's not going to be possible. Unless we have 2 million. Unless we have 2 million for a train. Then it's probably not going to be possible to do that. Gosh darn it. Why does this cargo need to be transported so darn quickly? Why does it need to be transported so darn quickly? What about the bank? How much money would the bank lend me? At an 8% rate of interest? Oh my goodness, that is scarily good. That is really, really good. I mean, you know what? I'm going to take that out purely just to, like, repay earlier loans, or at least some earlier loans. There we go. Okay. So that will allow me to take out 600 grand of additional loans if we want to. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I can do. I don't necessarily need to contain myself just to thinking about the El Paso to Kansas City route. You know, we could indeed expand, and I do want to expand. I do want to expand. It looks like Snail Transport Inc. is getting their funk on in my territory, which is actually fairly irritating, and I'm not exactly over the moon about it, but, you know, hey-ho, that is what it is. We can maybe expand to Illinois or perhaps Iowa. I mean, Iowa costs 100 grand, so let's do Iowa. Okay. Do a survey here, 85 miles an hour, and 1.1 stars. I mean, cool, we can probably just do this bus, to be honest. If I make a route, of course. There we go. All right, let's get this bus in place. And then, you know what? I'm just going to risk it with a first-class bus, a small little first-class bus. And I do indeed suspect that we will be just fine. Okay. Des Money? Can't be pronounced Des Money. Surely not. Surely it's not pronounced Des Money. I'll eat my hat if it's pronounced Des Money. Either way, let's get some routes. Let's get some routes just set up. Cedar Rapids. That sounds like a nice place, or at least sounds like a nice name for a place. Whether it's a nice place is not up to me. I have no idea if it's a nice place or not. Anyway, I'm just throwing down what I think to be are the most appropriate buses for each and every occasion here. Yep, that's looking fine. All right, that's good. So we've pretty much expanded about as much as we possibly can to Illinois. All right, looking good. Looking real, real good. Let's also throw down a little one of these as well so we can transport some cargo. That's cool. And then we can see if there are any sort of destinations further afield. There are a couple. Oh, look at that. Houston to whatever this place is. What's it called? Des Moines. Yeah, that's right. 1,800 bits of cargo. 72. Oh my goodness. It's going to require so much money. It's going to require so much money in order to buy a train. In order to stick a train on that route. We just do not have the cash, right? We just don't have the cash. There's no way that we're able to get anywhere near the desired speed. That's crazy. That's crazy. 2 million bucks for a train is a lot of money, dude. That is a large, large, large amount of cash. But to be honest, I think I'm going to try it. I think I'm going to try doing it. I think I'm going to try pulling it off. Because if we're able to get it done, then that would be, I mean, it would be phenomenal, wouldn't it? It would be really, really good. It would be really, really good. Okay. This train currently goes between Jefferson City and Ardmore? Yeah, I'm just looking. I'm just looking to see how things are going here. 82 passengers. I just want to see if this is like a full train, because it didn't look like a full train. Yeah, it didn't look like a full train when I looked last. We could get upgrades, but none of the upgrades that I really care about are there, because we've already got the high speed upgrades, so that's fine. You can go on a detour, sure, fine. It's gonna end in 4 days. Almost doesn't seem worth going on a detour, but you know what, we'll do it nonetheless. That's fine. Okay, so I mean, look, we've got an option to just continually expand, and that's, I think, what we're gonna have to do, because we're just not gonna be able to make the cut. We're just not gonna be able to get 185,000 bucks. Sure, sign me up. We're just not gonna be able to get 2 million for a train. It's just that simple. It literally is that simple. Okay, so that goes in there. Wonderful. We buy some more. It was a terrible decision. Sell that. Sure. Is that better? Does that work? Okay, that is not a workable system. All right, well, you know what we're going to do instead? Let's set up a route between there, and let's move you onto there. Travel immediately. Cool. All right, we can try getting a big... a big transporter. That should have been the appropriate truck for the job. That should have been the appropriate truck for the job. This should have been the appropriate truck for the job. Yeah, why the heck is that not working? Ticket price is great. Speed is, I mean, it's not fantastic, but we can at least get an upgrade there. See if that makes a bit of a difference. Either way, we're working on improving this area, and it's just going to take us a little while to get it perfect. All right. There, wonderful. That goes on there. Take the price down a little bit. There we go. That's fine. It's not making money yet, but it will. It will. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it. Grand Rapids. Much like what was it called? Cedar something or other? Cedar Rapids. I get the feeling that the naming scheme isn't particularly well thought through here. I have a funny feeling that I know exactly what every place is named after. It's a little bit ridiculous if you ask me, but that's okay. All right, let's throw this onto here. Grand Rapids to Saint Cloud. Another iconically incredible name for a place. Either way, that's a whole bunch of additional buses, and I think that they should all make money. Kind of hopeful that they're all going to make money, to be honest. I suspect that they will, maybe with the exception of this St. Paul to St. Cloud route. Yeah, there's going to need to be a little bit of additional cargo in these parts, but that's fine. Let's also get this on there, because I know for a fact that we're going to need one small little van just to do, like, cargo stuff. And we'll lower the price of that to, like, 32 bucks. Sure. Okay, you know, look, my valuation is going from strength to strength to strength, so I see no reason to immediately get access to the Wisconsin markets. Let's set up a little route over here. Let's plonk that down. Wonderful. That over there. Let's throw this down. And was there first class demand on that route too? There was indeed. Wonderful. Okay, over to Green Bay. Excellent. So this is a lot of investment that we're making into, well, into everywhere, to be honest. We're still looking for that $2 million train. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. We haven't nailed it. Okay. Madison to Grand Rapids. Madison to Grand Rapids. What is the speed requirement? 95? It's cool. Madison to Grand Rapids. Let's do it. All right, looking good. Looking real good. Very, very, very chuffed with that. Yeah, what can I say? This is all looking exceptional. Apart from this truck, which is just a slight smidge too large. Do I want to sell? I don't think I want to sell, to be honest. 141. 115. You know what? Let's actually move this cargo truck, which is currently not this one, although that could be upgraded to be a slightly speedier truck. That would be good. So after this has done its thing, Maybe I want to move it across the other route. Although in saying that, it's got 60 bits of cargo from St. Cloud to St. Paul, so I guess I'm not particularly bothered about that. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. What about to St. Louis over here? Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. And yeah, Green Bay to St. Louis. Let's do our biggest. Let's do our biggest truck yet. So it's going to be a fast transport, a super fast transport, in fact. Yeah, okay. What about over here? What is this? This is an opportunity. 161. Is this an opportunity for a cheap train? This is an opportunity for a cheap train. That's right. That's right. So Ardmore to... What is this? Davenport. 220 passengers ready and waiting to go. Yeah. Yeah, it is a cheap train. It is a cheap train. I say it's a cheap train. It's going to be a train that costs us at least $1 million. Which is what I'm kind of worried about, is that everything requires such an obscene amount of money to buy at this moment in time. Whereas, in terms of, like, value for money, it's simply better for me to go to a brand new state, like, I don't know, South Dakota, North Dakota, whatever, and then just buy access. Oh, for goodness sake. Alright. How much did it cost to pay off the drivers? Too much. Too much. Okay, so I think that what we're probably gonna do, buy access to North Dakota and South Dakota. We'll just get both of them. Why the heck not, right? And that is, as I say, a better value proposition than anything else that we could really do. Man, this sucks. I hate the strike. Just come on. I am paying an obscene amount of money. I am paying an obscene amount of money. The amount of money that I'm losing out on is just crazy. Alright. Let's buy access to the brand new states. Sioux Falls. Over to Sioux City. Wait, hold on. Are you telling me that Sioux Falls is in South Dakota, but Sioux City is actually in wherever this... I can't even remember what this state is. In this state. It's different. It's a different state. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Alright, okay, well, whatever. Alright. What do we got over here? Rapid City. What a stupid... Okay, you know what? I take it back. I take it back. I take back my compliments that I was giving to cities for their naming conventions. On the contrary, I think it's stupid now. Okay. Lower that price a little bit. Fine. Alright, what's the bank saying? We can get a loan for $1.3 million at 8.9%, so that's actually pretty darn good. Pretty happy with that. Yeah, it's very, very nice. Let's just continue to expand. Let's just continue to expand. Let's buy some new licenses. Bismarck. Okay, that's an interesting name. German name. German foreign minister, I believe. Okay, yeah, so what's the demand over here? 116. So, we're gonna have to use this bus. That costs 220k. I mean, that's quite a lot of money, actually, to throw into a single bus. Yeah, 116 miles an hour. Is there anything else that we could do? Not really. No, it has to be... It has to be this one, right? Sorry, not that one. Yeah, it has to be this one. Well, I mean, if we have to do it, then we have to do it. It's a little bit expensive for my taste. I don't know about it, but we'll see. I guess it's gonna make us loads of money. Okay, wonderful. Keep up the pace. Fuel price decrease. Oh, you'll love to see it. That's excellent. That's really, really good. That is really, really good. Okay, so the entirety of the network is looking... It's looking brilliant, actually. Looking very, very good. I don't think we've got many vehicles that are waiting around, which is, of course, very, very important. Vehicles waiting around is just money down the drain, from my perspective. So, you know, that's obviously not good. Top Dog deliveries? I mean, what are the chances that I can just buy out Top Dog deliveries? I would very much like to buy out Top Dog deliveries. And yet here we are. I don't think I can do that. Okay. So a lot of different businesses have started to get trains. That's a bit worrying. A bit worrying, but that's okay. I mean, you know, it'll even itself out in a bit. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All right, let's get 2 buses on this route. There we go. Well, I'll say 2 buses, 1 bus and 1 cargo truck. It's fine. So that's working. So between Fargo, is that the place where the TV show and or the movie took place? I don't know. What's the demand for this area? Okay, let's throw in that bus. Down, down, down. And upgrade better comfort. Yeah, you know what? Sure. I'll upgrade the comfort. Screw it. Why not? And then what's the speed of the bus? 127. So that means that we're going to need to get, again, the $220,000 bus. I mean, if that's the case, then that's the case. We kind of have to do it, I guess, right? We'll get it in just a second because we've got loads and loads of cash. Yeah, fine. All right, wonderful. Okay, I don't know how I feel about that $220,000 bus there. It takes a little while to recoup the investment. It does. It does. Okay, so we want to go Minnow to Fargo, I believe. And this is very unpopular. Okay, decrease the price a little bit. We increase the speed? No, we can't increase the speed. But Minnow to Fargo. Yeah, 107. We should be blowing past the speed here. We got a 115 mile an hour beast on that route. So that's fine, I guess. Malta. Another unique name. Okay, so where can we go? We can go to Michigan next. We could go to Michigan if we wanted to. We're still after that $2 million train. We can just about get it. We can just about get it right now. El Paso to Kansas City. To be honest, I think we want to do it. I think we actually genuinely want to do it. Also, did I get myself a rail depot? I think I did get myself a rail depot. Yeah, I got myself a rail depot in Oklahoma City, which is here. Yeah, right in the center. Right in the center. Right over there. That's fine. Okay, I think we're going to take out a loan of $2 million. We're only going to pay like a little bit in interest anyway. And besides, this wouldn't be an episode of Orbital Potato Plays any video game if I wasn't going into considerably more debt. No, on the contrary. So, El Paso, we know what we need here. Hold on. Wait, is this Kansas? This is Kansas City. Yeah, okay. So Kansas City. Wait, I thought I did a cargo route. Did I not make a survey here? I thought I made the survey. I thought I made the survey. Maybe the conditions have changed and I need to make another survey? Alright. Yeah, 207. 207 to 387 miles an hour. Okay, fine. Alright, buy the train. I think that should be fine. What's the feedback? We'll see in just a second. The speed is too low. The speed is too low. Can I increase the speed? I can increase the speed. Lower cargo capacity for higher speed. And that costs 200k. Alright, that's fine. Tickets are also, like, really poorly reviewed. But that's okay. Right, that has decreased our value by a substantial amount. So it better be worth it for us. Also, there is a stop here. There is... It does actually go through whatever this city is. Amarillo, of course. There is an option to pick up additional resources. Why don't we just get a brand new Kansas City to Amarillo train? Kansas City to Amarillo train there. Alright. Which, again, I'm sure will be poorly reviewed. Put the price of cargo down a little bit. I was thinking that maybe we could do it as a sequence. So this $2 million train just goes through Amarillo, picks up any additional cargo. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I want to fix this train up, make sure that it's as good as it can possibly be. There we go. Look at that. Okay, we want to make sure that this is an absolutely full train. Tickets are now very, very well reviewed. Speed is still a little bit low. But that's okay. 168 bits of cargo is nothing to sniff at, and that's going to net us a significant amount of cash, if you ask me. Of course, we do still have massive debt repayments to go through. How are we doing over here? What's the feedback on this? Speed is too low. Unfortunately, there's nothing that we can do about that. However, we can get an upgrade for additional cargo capacity, which I'm absolutely going to take. And in El Paso, how much are we going to make off this train? A lot of money, I hope. I fully expect it to start paying massive dividends for us. Okay. $47,000. Okay, so literally in four runs. No, that's not how maths works, Potato. I was waiting to say in 4 runs we'll have made our money back, but no, that's absolutely not how maths works. That would be like $200,000. Also, you are off to get repaired. Why don't we get a depot over here? Yeah. Okay, do that. Depot over there. Wonderful. Also, there were a good number of suggestions in the comments about perhaps teaching my competitors what it means to compete with me, i.e. perhaps sabotage a couple of depots here and there. And to be honest, I could definitely do that. The only reason that I have thus far not decided to do such a thing is because I haven't thought of it, to be honest. I didn't think about it at all. I'm going to damage all of these flipping depots. Can I not damage more? Is it not possible? There we go. Keep damaging it, I guess. Sure. I don't know how much it costs my my compatriot to actually fix, but that's fine. Not necessarily a problem. Broken vehicle. Okay, maybe there was retaliation. Was there retaliation against me? The depot has been damaged. Excellent. Okay, that's looking good. So I've lost the lead. But it looks like there has been a fairly, like, sharp increase in valuation for blue and purple. What is that down to? Do they have trains? Do blue have trains? I don't think blue have trains. I don't think blue have trains. Euro Express definitely have trains, because I've seen them. Yeah, you can see the trains over here. To be honest, I think I'm probably still worried about Euro Express more than I am about anyone else. That is still a big concern to me. For sure. I would still love to get the Houston to Amarillo passenger routes. Like, that would be excellent if we could do it. But unfortunately, I don't think we can because it's just going to cost too much for a train. It's just going to cost far, far, far too much for a train. Amarillo to Kansas City routes. That's going very, very well. $101 miles an hour. Okay. Tulsa, Amarillo. Let's do it. Let's do it. Tulsa to Amarillo via train. Via cargo train. That's right. That's the way to do it. I think I, should be looking to try and roll out more and more train routes as we go. So I should be looking for these. Let me just turn off all my vehicles for a second. I should be looking to see if I can find, like, big, long train routes. Routes that take us fairly far and are connected by train. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Yeah, there's not many, to be honest. There's not many. I feel like... Ooh, what about this? Des Moines, 201 miles an hour. So it would have to be another $2 million train. But you know what? I'll do that. I'll do that. How reasonable would it be to take out another massive loan? Not very reasonable, to be honest. Not very reasonable at all. How is the route doing? How's the big route doing, though? It's doing very, very well. It's doing very, very well. It's just taking a long time to recoup investments because, I mean, of course it is, because it's a really, really, really expensive train. It's just that simple. I think I should be looking to try and, like, start the route down in my home state of Texas. Like, that is crucial. 176. 176 is a little bit more doable. 176. I say 176 miles an hour is a little bit more doable. It's not really. Houston is also a massive cargo hub, apparently, which is great. Can we get an upgrade to speed on this thing? Unfortunately, I don't think I can see the upgrade paths, because I would love to see if I could get, like, a little 10% increase of speed. You know what? Let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. Okay, so Green Bay to Houston. Let's buy this train that travels at 100 and something miles an hour. And then let's see. Yeah, we can get the speed upgrade. Excellent. So that's gonna be great. Higher durability as well. Sure. Let's rock and roll. And ticket price, let's bring down to like 30 bucks. Okay. Amarillo to Houston, travel immediately. And then immediately switch it back. There we go. And boom. What do you know? We're hopefully going to end up with an almost full train on another massive, long cross-country route, which is exactly what we're after. Okay, that ended up being a much less full train than I originally anticipated. Yeah, that's pretty dreadful, to be honest, actually. Pretty dreadful. Maybe it's almost worth us getting the $1.3 million train as opposed to the current train that we've got on that route. Yeah. Almost certainly. The good news is that the amount of cargo that we're transporting from Kansas City to El Paso is a lot. It's very, very good news. Very, very good news. I do want to be getting more than one single train, though. Let's bump the price a little bit. There we go. I do want to be getting more than one single high-capacity train on that route, though. That would be excellent if we could do that. Don't tell me there's a strike. Oh, come on. 39 grand. Pay off the striking train drivers. You know what? Pay the train drivers as much as we can afford. Let's just do it. Use a detour. Sure. Stupid closed roads. Hate closed roads. Okay, how much is this train gonna make us? Hopefully it's gonna make us enough. At least we'll have some cash income coming from this route now. Again, we're gonna want to buy a much more expensive train on this specific section of track. We lost 16 grand. Really? Yikes. Okay, well that sucks. That sucks pretty hard, to be honest. That sucks pretty hard. All right. Any other monstrous routes that we can do? El Paso to elsewhere. Not really. Laredo to elsewhere. Odessa to elsewhere. Odessa to Grand Rapids. Your vehicle crashed. That's okay. 267. 267 miles an hour. What can we do with that? 330? We could do a 330 mile an hour train. Yeah, okay. It's just not gonna be possible. There's just not enough routes that are at a medium speed. Why do I care about this? Just send to the nearest depot. I'm okay with that. That's okay. I don't need to deal with this. Why do I need to deal with this? Why do I need to deal with this? Are we out of depot space? Is this what the problem is? Sell vehicle, send to nearest depot. Depot is already at full capacity. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's the entirety of the problem. Okay, give me another road depot over here. Upgrade the capacity. Nice. Send to nearest depot. Excellent. Wonderful. Cool. That's fine. It still doesn't really explain what the heck we're gonna do about everything else. Yeah. Okay, this is a big fat waste of time. Sell that entire train, And then we will get a much more expensive $1.3 million train for the Houston to Green Bay route. Okay, that's fine. That is completely fine. As soon as we get that 1.3 million figure, we'll just buy it. And again, like super unpopular. Ticket prices lowered. Move it to another route. Move it back. Really? Really? I don't believe it. I mean, so we need a $2 million train there. Is that what you're telling me? In order to make that work? Well, now I've got a $1.3 million train, which I really have no needs for, but I also really do not want to sell it. So, if we could find the perfect route for that, then that'd be great. Another Houston to Des Moines. Houston to Des Moines routes. Route already exists. Okay, hold up. Houston to Des Moines. Let me see if I can put you on the Houston to Des Moines route. Okay, will that work better for us? Oh my lordy, it will not. It will not. Okay, I mean, I could sell this train. I'm gonna lose $400,000. Because we can't upgrade its speed. We can't make it any better. We cannot make it any better. Okay, what about our route between San Antonio and Amarillo? What about that route? San Antonio to Amarillo. We've currently got 2 trucks, which I can't select. Are you on the San Antonio to Amarillo routes? You are on the San Antonio to Amarillo routes. What if I sell these trucks? I can't flipping figure out how to sell these trucks. There we go. Okay. What if I'm able to sell these trucks? I know it's a very, very profitable route. But... Gosh darn it. Can't flipping figure out how to sell these trucks. Locate this truck. Locate this truck. And... Where is it? This is the one. This is the one. Okay. So we sell this truck. Excellent. Sell this truck too. Wonderful. And then you are going to get stuck on a brand new bespoke route. San Antonio. Okay, fine. San Antonio to Amarillo. Travel immediately. Okay, go and do that. And then I know for a fact that we're going to be able to load this. We're going to be able to load this beast up to the max. There we go. Wonderful. Okay, so finally we're going to be making money on that. We're going to reduce our outgoing costs. We're going to have nothing to worry about. So that's great. That's really, really good. Are we going to have enough cargo on this route to sustain like a monstrous, massive train? Press X to doubt. Look at my valuation, by the way. It has decreased tremendously. Yeah, that's a big old decrease. Which I'm not thrilled about. Wait, are you on the Amarillo to... Are you on the Amarillo to San Antonio route 2? I think you might be. Oh, boy. Okay. We're in trouble. We're in trouble here. We got too many trains. We got too many chefs in the kitchen. Too many chefs spoil the broth. And we just got nowhere near enough cargo. Sioux City. You know what? Sure. Do that. Do that over there. And then move you up here onto this route. Travel immediately. Okay, go. So leave the big train, the big $1.3 million train to do the San Antonio to Amarillo route. All right, fine. Fine. 64 grand or 61 grand, whatever it is. That's very, very nice. Very, very nice indeed. Okay. Let's see if that makes any difference to the bottom line. I don't know if it will. Having more trains, like, spread out across the entirety of the transport empire is definitely good. Definitely a good thing, but... You know, things are dicey, actually. What are we in? 3rd place now? 3rd or 4th place? 3rd or 4th place? Again, I have no idea how I can get... Excuse me? Who is operating in my territory? I have no idea how I can purchase top dog deliveries. I really would love to know. I really genuinely would love to know. And yet, here I am. Can't figure out how the heck to do it. I have offered so much money. It seems ridiculous, but... I have offered such a considerable amount of money that it's kind of unreal. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take out another $1.6 million loan, specifically so that I can buy another stupidly expensive train on this route here. The El Paso to Oklahoma City, I believe. Or either Kansas City. Whatever it is. Whatever it is, there's no shortage. There's no shortage of cargo. Wait, why are you not... Why are you not able to pick up right now? There should be money there. There should be money to be made there. Yeah. Don't exactly know why that's not working, but I'm sure it will in just a second. Any second now, video game. Any second now. There we go. Right, you're not working. For whatever reason, you're just deciding not to fill up, and that is hurting my bottom line. Waiting for passengers? I guarantee you're not waiting for passengers. It says that there is 1,100 bits of cargo. What the heck is going on here? Okay, now it's decided to start working. Excellent. Okay, well, that's great. At least it's working now. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. Might have cost me a little bit in upkeep whilst it wasn't making me any money, but that's fine. We're all good. Okay, what are the graphs telling me? The graphs are telling me I'm still in the lead in terms of numbers transported. I'm still in the lead in terms of vehicles. Says I'm in the lead in terms of net worth, but I know for a fact that that is not the case. Income, I'm not in the lead. Expenses, I'm also not in the lead. Net income, I'm also not in the lead. But that is partly because that net income includes loans, which is pretty stupid, to be honest. But, hey-ho. Okay. I do think that maybe I should try and look to, like, simplify my... Daemone. You know what? Get a vehicle. A depot over there. I think I should look to simplify my bus route. My bus routes. My bus routes are super duper duper expensive. There we go. Max out that depot. My bus routes are certainly keeping a lot of cash tied up. Something which we maybe want to see if we can try and fix. Okay, let's fix this up here. 1.7. I say, oh, they're keeping a lot of cash tied up, and then I go and do something like this. 160 mile an hour. It's gonna have to be a train. That's cool. That's cool. I'm fine with a train. Fine with a train. Pierre to St. Cloud. Can it be a train? I don't think it can be a train. 160 mile an hour is a lot of miles an hour. But I think that we can get an upgrade to this base locomotive, and that'll be fine. Yeah. Hold up. Oh, okay, fine. Great. Yep. Throw that on there. And before we let it go, we just grab the higher speed upgrades, which I will do very, very quickly. There we go. What do people think about tickets? They think that tickets are A-okay. Travel immediately, and then travel back. St. Paul to Pierre. Sure, that's the one, right? Yeah, that's the one. And that is not a route that people are happy with, even though technically people will supposedly be happy about it. All right, it's a pretty big disappointment. I thought I'd have that one. I thought I'd have demand in the bag for that one. Thought I would have demand in the bag. Okay. That's already a route. That's fine. Just buying some cargo capacity. Don't mind me. Okay, a nice big articulating truck. Yeah, this route it's not good. Trains are pretty challenging to actually balance demand for, as it turns out. Yeah, because this sure as heck ain't good. Like, I've just thrown money away over the course of this episode due to the obscene amount of trains that we've got. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Houston to Austin is probably the route that has got the most vehicles on it. I'm just looking to see if I can, like, simplify operations. Yeah, okay, so Houston to Austin. Let me open up the panel. What do we got here? Okay, so we got two cargo trucks, and two first class buses. Now, what would it cost for me to get a first class train to transport 40 passengers? Yeah. Do we have enough passengers spare? I think we actually do have enough passengers spare to get a 40-person train. Okay, let's give it a shot. Okay, sell that train. Sell that bus even. Sell this bus as well. Excellent. And then these trucks as well. Let's sell these trucks. Let's actually wait until they arrive at their destinations. Shouldn't be too difficult to do. There we go. Sell the truck. And sell this truck here as well. This has made me a lot of money. This was one of the first routes that I got set up. I'm gonna be sad to lose it, but alas, it is what it is. Okay, the route already exists. We're fine. We're ready to rock and roll. Can we take out another little bank loan? Let's take out another little bank loan. 9.9%. I don't love the 9.9% rate that I'm gonna have to pay, but it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. Okay, so Houston to Austin. There we go. Wonderful. And then also let's do a cargo route as well. Houston to Austin. Okay, so that is hopefully gonna be two very, very, very cost-effective routes. We're gonna have to, you know, pay hardly anything in fuel upkeep. We're gonna have to pay hardly anything in driver salaries. It's all good. It's all good, really. It's all good. Yeah, we're just waiting for a full load of cargo, and then we will head right back. Are we doing buses? Yeah, we are actually doing buses. Yeah, we are actually doing buses. Or I say we're doing buses. We're doing the economy class passengers via train as well. So we've now rolled out trains to everything really over here. That's pretty great. Okay, now, is it possible for me to squeeze just a little bit of extra bums on seats? Yeah, 280k to upgrade the capacity here. Let's do that, actually. Let's do that. The reason that we're going to do that is because I think that we could just do with getting a few extra passengers on this route. Yeah, there are like 20 passengers left when we leave. So I think by doing that little 280k upgrade, you know, we'll absolutely be able to pay it off. And it just makes more sense. It just makes more sense. Cool. Very, very happy with that. Additional wagon capacity. Let's get that too. Sure, what the heck. Let's do it. Can we get additional capacity on this line too? Let's do it. Fine. Alright, I don't really know if upgrades are, you know, super worth it. It does seem like they are. Although, again, you know, it has to be considered in the context of it needs to pay itself off, and therefore it's going to take a little bit of additional time to do just that. Where are we? Waiting for vehicle repairs? Have no fear. We shall build a depot here. Alright. So that's looking good. That's looking completely fine. Is this what I want to do with more routes? Just, you know, simplify the route down and get rid of some buses, get rid of some drivers. I think that might be what we end up doing. So the next route that we probably want to end up cannibalizing is the Dallas to Austin route. Let's locate this truck here. Let's wait until it gets to the end of the route, and then we are gonna sell the truck, which is excellent. And bada bim, bada boom. I feel like maybe this is just like min-maxing a little bit too hard. These trucks bring in like hardly any money anyway, right? So what's the point of keeping them around? Doesn't really make much sense. Yeah, just get rid of them. Just get rid of them el pronto. Okay, so turn off my wagons. Dallas to Austin. It's just such a miserable little route, isn't it? It's not actually... There's not actually that much mileage for cash. There's not actually that mileage for cash if I was to convert it over to trains. What about San Antonio to Dallas? San Antonio to Dallas, there's definitely mileage there. There's definitely mileage there. San Antonio to Dallas, I do have. San Antonio... Dallas to San Antonio. Okay, yeah. So I've got two buses on that route at the moment. Let's sell them both. Let's sell them both. Sell them both. Okay. And this one, where the heck is this one? Cool. Okay. So sell them both. Sell them both. That's fine. Now give me a nice little loan of $500,000. Thanks. And now we're going to set up Dallas to San Antonio, but we're going to do it. That already exists as a route? Okay. All right. Excellent. That's wonderful, I guess, if that's the case. And we are going to see if we can try and get a super expensive, nice train. Dallas to San Antonio. Wonderful. And we will also see if we can try and get ourselves a just regular $300,000 train. Economy class train, I guess. Let's also see if we can customize this. Speed is low. Comfort is low. We'll get higher comfort seats in just a second, and we'll probably also increase the capacity. Yeah, so we'll do both of these upgrades on that train. It's still way cheaper than getting the next level of luxury train here. So, just something to consider. Dallas to San Antonio, thank you very much. Why is this an unpopular route? The speed is too low? Really? Between 2.5 stars, 181. Alright, okay. Apparently the speed is too low. The speed is too low, and the quality of the transport is just far too low. Alright, well that's really sucky. Because I don't think anything that I can do is going to increase the... speed to beyond the point that it needs to be increased to. Also, we need to get the upgrades. We need to get the upgrades over here as quickly as possible. Both of these upgrades, they need to get nailed down. Yeah, I don't think that there's anything that we can do about this. Okay, so I was optimistic that we would be able to replace that, but apparently not. Can I put you on the Dallas to Austin route instead? Do we have a Dallas to Austin route? We do not have a Dallas to Austin route. Okay. Give me a Dallas to Austin route. Travel immediately. Let's see if that makes a difference. It does look to be making a difference. That's good. That's good. That's very, very good. It is so difficult to see what the heck is happening here because I've got so many flippin' bits on the screen at this moment in time, which is another reason that I'm trying to get rid of some of this junk. Some of these old legacy vehicles. All right, 20 additional capacity. We're gonna get that in just a second. Why are there so few passengers traveling on this route? I feel like because we've used so many of them. We've burned through them. All right. Okay, valuation-wise, we're looking okay. We're looking okay, but, I mean, things have definitely slowed down in a negative way. And I don't know why, actually. I don't know why, because my competitors just seem to have, like, scaled everything up. I guess they've got more trains than I do. They've got a lot of basic trains. They've got a lot of basic trains doing a lot of basic cargo jobs. Maybe it's worth me, like, just doing that in more and more places. Odessa to Lubbock. Sure. No, Odessa to Lubbock is... It's just not a good route. It's just not a good route. We're ideally looking to, like, move cargo routes over, right? I think that that's what we're after. If we're able to get cargo routes... If we're able to get cargo routes moved over to trains, then that would be... Then that would be great. Amarillo to Tulsa. Amarillo to Tulsa. Amarillo to Tulsa. What do we got on here? We got one truck on here. Okay, and it's not making us any money. It's gotta go then. It's gotta go. It's gotta go. Yeah, Amarillo to Tulsa does have a little bit of cargo capacity, but not much. Yeah. Broken vehicle. That's not good. El Paso to... There's plenty of cargo here. There's plenty of cargo here. We know that there's plenty of cargo here between El Paso and Kansas City. We know that there's lots of cargo capacity there, and yet here we are just not taking advantage of it. It's kind of crazy. Doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't make a single ounce of sense to me. Okay, driver costs, we have driven right down. Where's our money coming from? Where's our money coming from? Are we able to determine where our money is coming from? Okay, so driver costs last month were very, very expensive. Managerial costs were also very expensive, but, I mean, can't put a price on ease of management. Loans, surprisingly little. Demand, debits, fine. What about income by trains, income by trucks? Is that possible? Is that... I would really love to know if I'm making more money by trains or more money by trucks. That would be tremendously helpful. Am I just not looking in the right place? How is this not information that I can get super easily? There's no way that this isn't information that the game gives you. Really? You're kidding. There's no way for me to ascertain. There's no way for me to ascertain exactly where I'm making my money. All right. I mean, that's super bad, actually. We also haven't expanded into a brand new market. I feel like I should do that. I also feel like I should create, like, longer routes that better capitalize on the fact that we've got, you know, small trains. So, let's buy access. What did I say? Michigan. Yeah, let's get access to Michigan. Sure. Let's do that. Let's do that. Absolutely categorically. What about this route here? Select route. Have a little look. Okay, let's sell both of these trucks. So Laredo to Austin. Laredo to Austin. Sell that. Yep. And sell that too. Where the heck did you go? I think you went into a depot. That's fine. Okay, so let's get this set up as a train route. Laredo to Austin. And we'll try and buy ourselves a cargo truck. There we go. It's that simple. Laredo to Austin. I actually think that maybe we want to see if we can try and get increased cargo capacity. I think that would work. I think that would be really good. All right, nice. Nice. So slowly but surely, everything is being replaced. We are working on it. It's taking a little bit of time, but that's fine. Okay, what about this route right here? There are 2 trucks on this route. Both are waiting for cargo, which is kind of ridiculous. Ridiculous state to be in. But that's okay. Maybe just a single truck. Maybe a single truck is better, as opposed to having 2 trucks. I haven't bought a truck in a while, but you know what? We'll do that nonetheless. Or even that truck, to be honest. Fine. Okay, we're still looking for mythical, you know, $2 million, $3 million trains, but I guess that's kind of out of the question for now. Okay, our valuation did stall a little bit, but that's okay. We're getting back on top of that. Okay, so here's what I want to try and do. I would like to set up... I'd like to set up like a circular route. Yeah. So we go Detroit. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna go Detroit, Lansing, Traverse City, Bay City, Detroit. Okay? Right? So we're gonna try that. This is the first trial run of a much longer route, which, you know, we've used a couple of times previously, but I mean, it didn't really work out great for us. Either way, we know that there is not enough demand to satisfy every leg, but still that's probably okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Tickets are too expensive. Okay, let's lower it to like 45 bucks. Because there are different requirements for different legs of the journey. So as long as we're able to fulfill the legs across, you know, every leg, fulfill the requirements across every leg, then we will be fine. 119, let's do this. Let's get this on there. Wonderful. And let's increase capacity as well, just for the sake of increasing capacity. I say just for the sake of increasing capacity, for the sake of making more money. There we go. Okay, looking good. So my valuation has picked up a little bit. This is certainly looking much, much better. No demand, wrong vehicle. Yeah, I know. We know about this. It is a thing. Okay, the other thing to consider is that there is maybe enough demand somewhere across here for a first-class route, but nah. Maybe not. Duluth to Eau Claire. Eau Claire to St. Paul. Eau Claire to St. Paul, $500,000 train. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, I could leverage myself to the tune of $1.3 million. I could do that, but that would be financially irresponsible, wouldn't it? Therefore, I'm absolutely not going to do that. Don't be ridiculous. That would be very, very silly of me. Okay, what are the issues here? Everyone is seemingly happy, so why are you not doing it? There were more passengers than that the last time I checked. There were way more passengers than that last time I checked. Okay. Eau Claire, St. Paul. Eau Claire, St. Paul. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. You, routes, I'm gonna add... Yeah, can I delete the route, or can I at least modify the route? Eau Claire to St. Paul. Yeah. Eau Claire to St. Paul, modify. Then we're gonna go to St. Cloud. Yeah. And then we're gonna go to whatever the heck this place is. Then we're gonna go back to St. Cloud. We're gonna back to St. Paul, and then we're gonna complete that. Okay. And then we're gonna sell these trains, these buses that do the same bit of the route. There we go. And that way, we are going to be able to make money off every bit of the process. Unfortunately, Fargo doesn't need any first-class passengers. If it did, that would be real nice, but it doesn't, so that's fine. Okay, so slightly longer routes maybe will make somewhat of a difference. Yep, that's okay. We're not going to make money on every single leg, but, you know, I'm hoping that we're going to make money on enough legs to justify, you know, keeping the new circular route in fashion. All right, where else do we want to go? Do we want to see if we can try and buy access to New York? 370,000 bucks. Also train damage. That's not good. That's not good at all. And you know what's more important than making money? That's right, it's linking communities. Linking communities, making friends, all much more important than making a grand amount of money. Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? I'm desperate to try and get a super long route between Amarillo and Houston over here. 193. Hold up. 3-star. It's possible for us to do this Amarillo to Houston route. which I'm sure is already a route. We can do this with this. Amarillo to Houston route. Yep. And we just need to get ourselves an upgrade to comfort and capacity. Sure, let's do both of those. All right. So with that, we're actually able to run a pretty good first-class service, actually, between Amarillo and Houston. To be honest, I reckon we could probably run a second train. But that is going to make us a lot of money. I mean, any first-class service has a weird tendency to make a fairly decent amount of money. Yeah, the speed is still a little bit on the low side, but, I mean, what can you do? Not very much. Either way, the entirety of our original starting area has now been converted to trains, I believe. There are very, very, very few buses that are kicking around, which is really, really nice. Okay, how many passengers are in Amarillo? We're back up to 202. Okay, that's great. That's really, really good. Really, really good. Very, very happy with that. Okay, more and more trains are having issues. Waiting for the depot. Now, we did get the depot, but the depot hasn't been upgraded at all. Depot hasn't been upgraded at all, and that's because we are straight up out of money at this moment in time, but that's fine. Okay, so where are we? We're like third, maybe fourth. Yeah, fourth, but only just fourth. We're basically third/fourth in the rankings, which I'm completely okay with. How indebted are we? About $1 million, $2 million, $3 million maybe. You know, nothing major. Just a little bit of a setback, I would say, but nothing crazy. Nothing crazy at all. Most of our income, or most of our outgoings are, I suspect, towards driver outgoings. Yeah, driver outgoings far and away are the largest. For sure. For sure they're the largest. Like, absolutely categorically the largest. Oh my goodness, we're making a whole bunch of money. If it would report exactly how much I made in cargo, that would be great. Unfortunately, it doesn't show how much I made in cargo, which is ridiculous, actually. Absolutely ridiculous. Doesn't show how much I made in cargo. Do I even make any money from cargo? Is there a bug that maybe means that I don't end up making money? It must just not be reported, right? Because it definitely shows that I make money whenever I have a cargo train arriving in a city. Maybe I don't make any money from cargo. Would that not be hilarious? Would that not be absolutely hilarious if this entire time, when I was advocating the strength of cargo routes, and it turned out that they didn't actually make me any money? That would be ridiculous. Anyway, you know what? We'll have to deal with this in the next episode, because that is it for now. We're in a pretty good place. We got about, what, a third of the states, maybe? No, maybe a bit less than that. Quarter of the states, something around that region. We are in third place. We just overtook Snail Transport Inc. We do still want to buy Top Dog Deliveries, but boy, oh boy, it's a challenge. It's a challenge. We're going to have to see what happens in the next episode, but for now, ladies and gents, thank you very much for watching. Check out the Patreon if you're interested in helping make videos like this possible. Thanks to Banana Nana, Aurelio, and C Senpai for being the 3 $25+ plus tier patrons. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.